Murray going to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's got this down to the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Carl Lawson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now from Murray. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
56, Mike, 56.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 65 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Now Myers for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Cardinals 28, Seahawks 21.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this, a very important drive, leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. Hey, Larry. Right there, 54.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up here. Complete.
That's good.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
41-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. This one brought in by Jefferson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Murray sacked.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Rosa's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, get a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Gain of 59 yards. And
now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
In the end zone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Deron Payne. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Third down. 3rd and long.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Give them a couple on the carry.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Right back to Drake. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw